take you all around these parts, boy, let's take a ride. Yeah, I put that on Wayne, that's on Shea, the guy. 12 o'clock on Banshees, that's how we making time. You might see squad, cause bikes bring bonds. I'm like, they gotta know the boys from Harlem to Baltimore. You can hear them went by the plastic scraping on the floor. I'm trying to show them more than posting at that corner store. You just gotta hit the gas, homie, all in all. I know this bike life, I know what this life like. I'm flipping that throttle, streets got me feeling like Mike. Right, I'm talking A5 to Cherry Hill. For years they heard about the stories and we legends still. Let's take a ride, from my side to your side. Let's take this worldwide. Let's take a ride, ooh, let's take a ride. Oh, this for Willie Wayne and this for Shea. Let's take a ride, ooh, let's take a ride.
We gotta put that single out. We gotta put that single out.
Prefer to sing in the hook.
We prefer to sing the hook. We put out the motherfucking single of us rapping 16 bars a piece first to do the hook. I guarantee you that shit go. No, it streams. We might do numbers. Look at the singer smile. You laughing. Bitch, we do fucking numbers, man. We're gonna do numbers. But look, we're gonna get right to it, right? This one right here is gonna be the greatest one.
It's gonna be controversy.
Why though?
Because no one's gonna believe the facts because there's no way to prove the facts, even though we know it's a fact. And everybody's gonna say, "Nah, that's not true."
They're gonna say we lying.
Everybody's you're lying. You're
just like when we talk about history, and I go,
you're lying.
Yo, you know what? Somebody said to me today that really threw me off. Niggas like, how is Baltimore the dirt bike capital? So I had to break it down to him. I'm like, yo, because I'm from New York. Yo, New York rode dirt bikes, and they just raised the bar. So they said, what made it the capital? I said, it's the percentages of riders, man. Like, we never started off with 150 bikes.
One of the main reasons that we always been the capital is we got a lot of, we got a lot of firsts under our belt. We started a lot of things.
A lot of tricks, a lot of swag, a lot of shit. Of course,
we brought more stuff to the culture that goes down in the history books than any other state, and that's what made us the capital. But everybody keep trying.
They don't like that shit.
They don't like that.
There.
No, they keep trying to make it off of how many bikes y'all got.
Crucify me. You from New York?
Nicest. That shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
I don't even get involved. He's from New York. How the fuck is it? First of all, when I was from my era coming up, it was not more than 20 bikes on the street ever. Ever. History was no. If you had a couple dollars, you had a dirt bike. So I'm gonna always be candid and give it real about that culture, man. Like, it wasn't a mass amount of people, but
a lot of people doing stuff right now that they don't know they got from Baltimore.
They not gonna.
They don't even know that they got it from Baltimore. They just doing it because they feel it's popular, but they don't know they got it from Baltimore. We started that.
The only thing I will say that B More did that freaked me out is when that nigga Dev did the no-hander. I remember calling.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
the first no-hand.
Yeah. Matter of fact, let's get it on. Matter of fact, this guest that we're gonna bring on today is gonna say it all, man.
The gun boys pull us, then you know that's the case. Look at my face. Do it really look like
someone call him Smoove.
Yeah.
I call him Captain Charlie.
Yeah. Capping. We do miss him the Captain Charlie. Big dog, man. Big dog, man. What's up with you, man? Oh, man, we ready to clear it up. Yo, and we not putting no filters on it, too, man.
No, don't. I'm gonna give you everything, bro.
Because I was going into something real deep real quick before you came on the show. I was saying that, yo, you remember when I called you the day Dev did the no-hand and I said put him on the phone?
Yeah,
you was in the van.
Yeah.
What I told you?
Said put him on the phone. Then you
said,
asked me how the fuck he do.
I said, why the fuck would you do some shit like that and paralyze these people kids?
I remember that. I remember that vividly.
I never seen nobody doing no-hand. Like, all my years on some G shit, fuck the show. Listen, I have never seen anybody decide to coast and go, fuck it. That was a cardinal sin in New York City. Yeah. That was a cardinal sin. So when people get into that, you know, they always want to get the New York, Baltimore thing. Like, I'm from the era where the shit we doing is impossible.
Yeah.
Just the love.
Right.
The love aspect. But just back to the bike shit, I've never thought that was possible to coast and take your hands off.
A lot of that stuff, we didn't even expect people to do it on a pedal bike, let alone a dirt bike. So when him, Neil, Lips, they start no handing. They started touching the ground with one hand. It was like
I remember the dude. I wasn't in B-more that time. The time we was filming, and they was like, "Yeah, man, Lips could scrape the curb with the swing on." I'm like, "Scrape the curb with the swing on
the swerve." Yep, I remember when he did. He would swerve close to the curb and he would bump the curb.
That was crazy, man. But look, explain this to me. Can you explain this part when you go into this name bracket thing? Is it Charlie or Charlie or which one did you go with? Because it's
that nigga a gangster. Right
who was that dude right there?
He a gangster. He nigga gonna tell you that. Wayne will tell you that. But there's some funny shit though, right?
See,
I say that shit.
He used to be a gangster. That's before he cut his head.
Yeah, the strength was on my head, but on my Zeus shit. But look, this shit was so funny.
He about to tell us that he was a gangster before he cut his head, y'all.
Nah,
fuck out of here.
I remember that video coming out, yo, and Wayne saying it. And Wayne, me and Wayne got a different relationship. We tease each other about a lot of shit. So Wayne called me like, "What the fuck made you say that dumb ass shit on camera?"
I said some dumb shit too, though.
I remember that.
Don't
I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. But yeah, I just was like, a lot of motherfuckers don't know I'm shy, yo. I don't do too much. I don't say too much. I'm humble and shit. But, during that time of the bikes, you know what I mean? We was just having fun. So I just said that shit. Nobody was calling me Chylie before that. Now,
yeah, but you said a lot of little slick fly shit.
I said a lot of shit.
You said another clip. On that other clip you played, you said a lot of slick fly shit.
Yeah.
And that, but what was that? Like, explain the fly. I mean, there's so many dynamics to you. So
that's the separation of Chylie and Smoove.
Yeah. Explain them two
Smoove,
guys.
he get to talking all that shit. When you get Chylie, he don't really talk that much.
It's my reason for riding bikes, I'm gonna go a little off the record and shit. Like, my reason for riding bikes a little different than everybody else shit. Like, it's I guess it would be the Harlem side, like watching Wayne, and not just Wayne, because I'm from South Baltimore, so motherfucker, there ain't a lot of riders from South Baltimore. But the older niggas had the cars, they had the bikes, they had the jewelry, more so the fast life of it, you know what I'm saying? So when I seen certain guys with the SCs and the fucking, all the cars that was fly back then, I needed to be a part of that.
Right.
So I felt like me talking shit, whatever I said back then, I could back it up. Like, mine is the Bonner Jet shit. You know what I'm saying?
You just said you want to buy a jet.
Yeah, like mine is that, but like
you felt like
everything.
you want to buy a jet?
Make sure you do.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, that's real shit though. Like, man, we jump out the bikes, we jumping right in the SC.
But look, this is one thing about Baltimore that I haven't seen with bike life in New York City, right?
Right.
Now, me coming from the bike life aspect of New York City, it was historically known, like, if I'm gonna go get my bike, you're gonna change your clothes, we're gonna throw a sock over our shoe. Nobody really rode and got fly. Like, a few people rode and got fly, but it wasn't really a stamp. What I seen in B-more, what y'all did, was that it was a reversal to me. The dudes that was getting money was the dirt bike dudes. Like, the niggas are getting their cars and pull up at Rucker with the whips and the bitches be on them. When I went to Will Deal and I seen the bitches was on the dirt bike niggas, it kind of like reversed. It freaked me out. So that was another reason of seeing capital shit, because that bike culture is like the culture in that city, because y'all city ain't really known for no. I mean, y'all got the Ravens and shit, but y'all don't got a mass amount of football players and basketball niggas and artists. Y'all known for getting money and riding dirt bikes.
Yeah, that's what separates our city from every other city. I've been to a lot of different cities with the bikes, and the energy just different. Like, I guess because we don't have that platform of different people on a different level, when kids come out and see dirt bikes, we their heroes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So if you know this person gonna be at this place every Sunday or every Saturday, they looking forward to that shit, because it ain't nothing to do in my city.
Right.
It ain't a lot, the state not giving a lot of shit. So, like I said, it's more so trendy. It's the thing, you know what I mean? So the kids love it, the females love it, everybody love it. You know,
but why you came up here one day and threw the money on the ground on Morningside? You dropped like 10,000 on the floor and asked for smoke.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
How you do that in my city though, my nigga?
I don't know, man. I felt like motherfuckers wasn't fucking with us. We started this shit. Shout out to Philly, shout out to New York. You can't take nothing from us, but that different level, taking that bike shit to a different level, we started that. Niggas know that. Everybody know that. So I feel like I can get a smoke because the motherfuckers was watching us. Everything people doing today, they was watching us.
Yeah, exactly.
No cap.
I mean, all right. I say this much. Y'all started a lot of trendy shit.
We did.
Like I get flack, you know I get Wayne.
Yeah, for sure.
I get the flack, but I try to keep it history.
No,
my
you
hero
speaking
was
facts,
fucking
though.
Wink and Al Capone and a few other people. Those is my heroes. And I'm just speaking historically shit. Like Al Capone was my hero. His swag, it had his own swag and all that, and I showed him back break, and he just took it to another level. But when I got there and I got around Wayne and riding with y'all, like I was so mesmerized because I know I got genuine history on the bike.
Right.
But I've been around Wayne to the point like, yo, your ride style ugly. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. And I never took it personal. Like, motherfucker, I've been riding as long as you, maybe longer.
Yeah.
But I took it like, nah, these niggas ride 100 miles an hour.
Definitely.
My style, I felt, when I started switching my style up, it wasn't about no city thing. It was about the truth. Like, nah, I wasn't doing that. So when I seen Dev coast and took his hands off, I was like, damn, I used to coast. I never, because that was a cardinal sin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not playing favoritism. I don't give a fuck how nobody feels. I'm just being his. Yeah, you can coast, but I mean, we have to learn to step into the facts is the facts. You know what I'm saying? Like the swag was different. Like when y'all came up here, y'all had the shorts on with the high socks and the Gucci goggles, and like every niggas was dressed like they was going out. And I remember Steezo Weasel was like, "Yo, them B more niggas came up here, and the kid Charlie swerved from the right lane all the way over to the bus. My man from 142nd Street is still mad. My man Twin like, yo, them B-more niggas came up here and just went crazy. I still don't like that shit.
I remember that shit. Hey, Wayne,
we just explain that shit, Wayne.
I remember that shit.
Wayne had his hitters with him. We jumped out that motherfucking van. We locked him.
But did he give the speech, the hitter speech pre? You know he do that like when we get there.
No, we kept it gangster.
No, they already know. They already know what to do when we go places.
They already fucking know.
They already know what to do when we go places. They gotta perform, and we always tell them. And it's another rule I tell them when we go out of town and you fall. When we get back, you giving me 50 push-ups.
Tough. Yeah, I seen that.
I seen my first time in New York. That shit was epic. That was some gangster
Explain
shit.
that, man.
You know, we already was like talking on Facebook at the time.
Yeah.
Wayne ain't had that shit, but we already was locking in Facebook and all that.
Yo, we got this nigga to get on the microphone.
Yeah, that's true.
Give me my props though.
I mean, Wayne, he transitioning. That's a part of y'all gotta do shit to keep up with what's going on today.
I need my props though, Smoove.
Yeah, I give you your props. I can't take nothing from you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. But go ahead.
But no, like we tapped in with a few. You know, some of us was keeping in touch with your Al's, your Bronx niggas. Shout out to Nene and them, you know, and Al Capone and a couple Nod and all of them, man. We was already talking, and I remember sitting in front of Wayne's house. We like 6 deep, you know what I mean? Wayne and Buddha talking to certain people. Then we came up with a plan. Like fucking, that was on some humble shit.
Yeah,
we just was sitting in front of Wayne.
We piled in my van.
Piled in a van. That's what I said.
Piled in my van and drove it,
and
they gave us bikes to ride.
Gave us bikes to ride. Now I never forget, bro. Me and Dad was the only ones with bikes at the time. Wayne ain't want to ride. You know, he on his shit.
Scope in the building.
Yeah, absolutely. Ain't none of them niggas hit no wheelies because they was busy watching me and Dad. You remember that shit?
They get. Look, I remember the part we were sitting in front of Al Capone's storage, and who came down the street? Audie. Lil Audie came walking down the street, and you know how he talked. He was like, he said, yo, I'm standing up the street and I hear somebody, what y'all call it, tuning? I hear somebody tuning. He said, I was like, yo, you hear that? And somebody on the corner was like, yo, them Baltimore niggas is here, man. Them Baltimore niggas is here. You hear that tune? I was like, yeah.
Beating them 85.
Yo, listen,
And that goes to show you that nobody knew about the tune back then.
You know little Alan, little Spanish Alan?
Yeah.
Little Alan from the east side. Alan was a dude from, Alan and Ray was probably, when the game started changing. Them dudes was a little ahead of the curve. Yeah. So I remember one time, and this is before I even met Chino, right? I called Alan, and I'm like, yo, let's go to B-More. It's a kid out there they call Chino Shorty Fire, but Alan was fire. He was fire, and Ray was fire at the time, right?
Definitely.
So I called Alan, because Ray was very humble. Very humble kid. He was super dope. Rest in peace, Ray.
Yeah, rest in peace.
So I said, Alan, let's go to B-More. Yo, I'm going to put up 5,000. I'm going to try to find out how we can get in touch with the kid Chino and get it on, right? Alan said to me, hey, yo, bro, look, yo, them niggas is super nice, yo. He said, look, them niggas is super nice. I'm with it. Yo, but they do some shit with the throttle, bro. Like it's like a da-da-da. He said, yo, they call it some tuning shit. He said, I don't understand that shit. So when he said that to me, because Alan was like my little brother, man. Yeah. Like I had the first chromed out CR in Harlem, thanks to Eddie, did it, and I gave it to Alan for like pennies. Because I believed in him. You know me, if I believe in him, take it here, I'll make you go. And when he said that, I was like, That's when I switched gears and to get from that to get to here. So yeah, but
Alan was nice too, yo. Alan definitely was. Alan was low key nice. Alan remind me of like a Bakey Chris or somebody. You don't see him.
You don't see him much.
Yeah,
you know
about
him.
And Ray was.
He make a appearance.
Ray was truth, yo.
Yeah, Ray was definitely.
I remember Ray was just starting off.
Yo, when Ray ain't make it to Baltimore and shit, I remember they came down at one time.
They came down there. They gave us a whole box of shirts.
Yeah, I'm like, where Ray at? That's who I want to see because you know he the nicest in the city. They was like, yo, he died. That shit fucked me up. I was like, I'm like, damn.
It moved the crowd, man. It really moved the crowd. But
definitely.
Yeah, but Smoove, you did a lot, man. Like you was not even. I'm still want to be on the cocky shit because I really don't like how the fuck you come to my city and throw the fucking money on the ground like that, man.
He got a lot of epic things under his belt.
That was a lot of bread. They was like, yo, how you do that, man?
I'm gonna switch it from you for a second.
Talk that shit, Wayne. Let me hear something.
For a second. Like I said, he got a lot of epic things under his belt.
Okay.
He got a lot of things under his belt that a lot of people don't know that he's done. Like, one thing that got real popular real fast was I'm a Boss song.
Right.
A lot of people don't know that all the damn bikes in the I'm a Boss video was mainly his bikes.
So wait a minute. So the I'm a Boss video,
right? And
Philly put out right. Yeah. Okay, boom. So
the bike that Meek's riding in the video, that majority of the people riding the videos are this guy's bikes.
How many bikes? So y'all bought bikes for the video or before the? How'd you do that?
Oh fuck no. Wayne was loading us up. You know, like, you know, it's the thing now. Only certain dudes was going to the store like that, or Wayne was, you know, placing the order. Like, it ain't no secret. Like, Wayne go get that. And free my man Lord D. Lord D was a 150 connoisseur, man. That's the real 150 king. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, Lord D, man. I love Lord D. Definitely free Little D.
15 in the feds right now. But if anybody know Lord D,
oh no, definitely.
Lord D wanted them 150.
Love you, Little D.
Every 150 Wayne got. I never forget that 2011, man.
Yo, Wayne, not to get on subject, Wayne was one time, Little D was like, yo, man, let me come to New York and chill with you. Wayne was like, behind him, like, no, he can't come. He can't.
D crazy, but you gotta love him, man. Free D, you a gangster.
D was only allowed to go certain places with certain people because
certain
only
people gotta be there.
Because only certain people can control him.
Definitely.
How many bikes was bought for the video?
It wasn't for the video, it's just how many bikes we had. I ain't gonna lie to you, and Wayne will tell you, 2011 to like 12, that was, I would say, my prime years. You know what I mean? Like my golden years.
I need to know like how many bikes you went to Philly with. Y'all went to the deal and bought how many bikes? And
that wasn't all. I think Wayne got us like 4 or 5 150s just that summer. Had the white one, the black one, the red one. We had a low wheel red one. We had a KX 100. That was wasn't brand new, but it was a 2010. It was crispy. The CRF 250. We went with like 6 bikes. But all the 150s was brand new from Wayne.
And y'all just passed them out in the video?
Yeah, like, you know, like niggas gangster and shit. Like certain motherfuckers, it ain't nothing. Like, Wayne, let me see your bike. Shea, let me see your bike. Chino, let me see your bike. Lips, let me see your bike. Like, we got that
That video made a lot of noise for the culture, though.
Yeah, definitely. It was the song behind it. And that was a hot song. Hot, you know, person, definitely.
And you see...
That was a hot year.
Your classic bike, what we gonna call it? I'm gonna call it your classic bike because you have the most popular pictures that you have is on that CRF 250.
Definitely.
And that's exactly what Meek was riding in that video.
Yeah.
Oh, like my swag silhouette picture.
Yeah, the white 250.
Right, the white one. Yeah. I'm using that. Yo, I'm letting you know right now. That's the new Gohardboyz logo.
I'm with that. Definitely, always.
So it don't got nothing to do because you know people get away. I'm not wearing that. That's somebody.
Oh man, show support. I support everybody.
That's gonna be the new logo, yo.
I remember Wayne made out me and D shit all white. We came out with all white. Caught the worst chase of our life. Wake up one morning, Wayne make our shit all white. Me and D got the all white bikes. He did an all white bike for Obi.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's truth and facts. But when me and D came out with the 150 and the 250 at the same time,
how long was the chase? Explain the dynamics of a chase. People need to know what that's like. Listen, getting chase is not for everyone.
Hold on,
And I'm gonna leave it like that.
I got some questions though for Wayne though while I'm on camera. Do you feel like I hold? There's some niggas that got some serious chases. You feel like I hold the title for that chase though? And that time I was on the 150, you had to come save me. Think about that. I'm in your top 3.
You're in the top 3. Because right now, who got the title for the chase
Dice.
right now is Dice.
Yeah, you can't take nothing away from
Dice got chased by regular police,
the feds.
The feds. He had the Fed helicopter on him, the regular police helicopter on him, the dirt bike task force, auto task force.
How long the chase last?
Roughly 2.5 hours.
Niggas called me about that real shit.
Throughout the city.
And you gotta get away. If you don't get away,
and he got away.
Right, so
and he got away with his bike.
Now, in dirt bike culture, because people don't know what we talking about.
Right.
Getting chased by the police in dirt bike culture, we're not co-signing, but this is what we live by. So when I was growing up, getting chased, it was all about coming past your block looking fly, getting chased. But you got to get away. So explain the magnitude of it, but you got to get away.
You got to get away. If you going to hold a title for something, you got to complete the mission. You can't fumble the ball. Like, I ain't going to go for a touchdown and fucking collapse at the 1 yard line.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
If wasn't nobody on me,
Right.
You got to get chased. You got to bring the bike home with you. That's a part of holding that title for anything. You can't hold a title for almost or barely completing a mission. You know what I mean? Like, and I completed a lot of missions when it come to that chase shit, but Dice definitely got it. I forgot about how you can't take nothing from that.
Yeah.
How long did the chase last though? Because it's about time frame. It's about time frame. So how long did the chase last?
Chase lasts like fucking. For my chase, it wasn't 2 hours. It was like a cool hour and a half. But they was on my ass.
Day of my life, my nigga.
They was on my ass.
I never got chased for a day now.
I ain't gonna
But see,
hold
this is another subject, Wayne, where it gets into a New York favoritism thing.
Right.
This be another thing, right? Because they'll say, you know, you're only dealing the truth. As long as I roll bikes, I have never got chased no longer than 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Now, when I rode in the city, you know, I ride in your city, it's I'm not never shook or scared, but I understand
energy
it.
Different.
The energy is way different.
Right.
Cool, but people don't understand getting chased for an hour is a whole different animal. You gotta have this.
Yeah, no
now,
bullshit.
would you agree with me, Wayne, on this part? A lot of dudes that get chased, panic, and get killed.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They blow through the lights, the stop signs.
Lights.
They're not thinking properly.
Hell yeah,
and that's one of the first rules. You gotta use your brains when you're getting chased. Because most of the time when you get, especially in my city, when you're getting chased with all those trucks and stuff on you, it becomes similar to matter of fact, we're gonna call it Connect 4. You know how you play Connect 4 and then they keep blocking.
Strategize.
And that's exactly what happens on the bike.
Playing
Going down the
chess.
street, police cut you off this way, you gotta go left or right. And it's like they trying to force you certain directions so they can block you in. But if you don't think fast enough, then you're trapped. It's over for you.
See, in New York City, there's always been cops. They had a few cops that could drive their ass off.
Yeah.
Then we had a cops in our area. Y'all probably got the same.
We had one. We used to call him Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yeah, we had one up here. I forgot his name, like Young Guard and Young Guard. He chased Young Guard and Rufus so much that they knew him. That he used to pull up like, what we doing today? But to just history wise, there was a few cars like the black car, the green car. They would chase the shit out you, but it never was no 20s and 30-minute chases in New York City. Whoever saying that, I need to see it out my eye because I don't remember. Because in my era, it was just 1, 2, 3.
Right.
But the point I'm making is that y'all was getting chased. When y'all said the bird, when I first got out there, they said the bird, and I was seeing niggas get chased via helicopter. I'm just trying to show the dynamics of difference when people talk like New York. I don't know the other. I only can speak for my city. It wasn't getting chased with no helicopters historically. Never.
Yeah.
Until and I remember I remember when he said this shit.
It's times that they came down there to ride with us and they was like.
But he said it though.
They was like, shit. They was like, y'all get chased by helicopters.
Rest the helicopters,
Cleve.
But you know what y'all did though. But you know what y'all did as well for New York City, and niggas could disagree. I don't give a fuck. Y'all really infected the culture up here, not in a positive way. I'm just saying, when dudes got bit in the neck by the swag, the style, the dope riders, all the new styles, everybody embraced it. The packs got bigger. The energy got. Now you gonna get the same amount of dynamics that's coming in Baltimore. Like it's like a cancer spread.
Oh yeah. You can't take nothing away from Leaky and Chad, and there's a few other names. I ain't gonna lie. for New York. Leaky.
No, I'm talking about the not the best rides. I'm talking about
no, the vibe and energy. Like what you talking about?
I'm just talking about the level of the packs is growing and the energy of that tour. Like now the cops is like
yes,
all
they
eyes
zero.
on.
No, okay, yeah.
And I that was a conversation that I had with Benadon. I told him, I said, every tactic that they try on us, they're going to start trying on y'all. It's almost like our mayors are compensating. If they start raiding our storages, a little while later, they started raiding y'all storages.
Yeah.
They started taking pictures of us, putting out warrants for us without chasing us. They started doing the same thing. I said, everything they do to us, they're going to start doing to other cities that has a big impact with bike life.
Yeah, that's Philly, New York, and Baltimore.
Exactly.
It's like we the dirt bike capital, but you can't take nothing away from New York and Philly.
Explain this.
What, the muscle?
What's this when you wheelie? What's this right here? Explain it though. Man, I thought it was so is flexing a part of the style trend?
Yeah, like I told you, during that time, 11 was my year. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, motherfucker I was in my bag, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I was in my bag.
I'm still trying to get you to explain how you come to Morningside Avenue, my city, and drop the money down and say who won it.
I was in my bag. That ain't all I had neither. But
I was trying to sick the niggas on you to like, yo, come on, who is these niggas? The niggas wasn't really big.
Nobody want to take it.
I got something that nobody got. Like, you could be nice, but if you ain't got the heart, and that go with anything.
Matter of fact,
I got the heart.
To take that challenge situation to another story, you was there when Chino and Pupo challenged each other, right?
Yeah, tell us about that one. That was a classic battle, Chino and Pupo.
I honestly felt like, shout out to Chino, that's my man. I felt like he was on the wrong bike. First and foremost.
Chino,
what kind of bike he was on?
Chino's on the wrong
a 150.
What should he have been on though?
That KX100.
Okay. Pupo was on the KX100. Right.
But walk us through it.
It was intense too. I ain't gonna lie. I remember we got out. Them Philly niggas was deep as shit. Them Philly niggas was deep.
How deep was they?
It's like 10 of us, like 300 of them. All them Spanish niggas from motherfucking Badlands pulled up on Harleys and choppers, and the money was laid out.
How much I went for?
I don't remember that exactly. I ain't gonna lie. It was like 5,000, 5 or 10, something like that. It wasn't nothing crazy. I can't really.
I think it was 5,000.
You know what I mean? But I ain't sure, so I don't want to put it out there. You can't quote me on that, but it wasn't. But short, Cuz was on the wrong bike. Cuz was on the wrong bike, man, and he was supposed to be on that KX100.
And that wheel drop went in your head.
I was way in the back of the pack. That's how many fucking cars and bikes it was. Like, bro, niggas took over the highway way before some Miami shit. Not as many bikes as y'all, but during that time,
that was a lot.
It was a lot of bikes and cars, bro. Them Philly niggas, it was like 400 of them niggas, 300. Spanish niggas. On choppers, the 30-inch, the wheel, the big ass baggers and all that.
That battle was so classic, but when Chino,
look, I'm gonna tell you some real shit though.
It was classic though, bro.
My version of it. I'm in the back of the pack. I'm racing to get to the front. I don't even know where the front at. They way ahead of me.
Right,
bro. You on the highway? You got cars, choppers, and fucking air and wind. Wheel go down. I hear. Like you in the stadium. So I ride to the front. I'm like, what, we won? They're like, no, nigga, y'all lost. What's up?
You talk greasy.
Nigga, we lost. Man, get the fuck out of here. So I'm zigzagging through the front. I'm trying to find my way. We take an exit. Everybody from Philly over there. Then we like dipped off. And I ain't really get into it, you know what I mean? Just Pupo won. But like I said, Pupo nice too. You can't take nothing from Pupo. Pupo ain't to be slept on.
Nice. He definitely
he ain't to be slept on, but he wasn't supposed to battle Pupo.
He's supposed to battle Alex. Yeah, I remember that.
Now the outcome would have been different. Now I feel like the outcome would have been different, and I ain't taking sides and nothing like that. Lil' Cuz was on the wrong bike at the time, and they know to put Pupo on him because he wasn't supposed to battle Pupo.
Yo, let me ask you a question off the record.
He wasn't. Technically, at that point in time in his life, he wasn't on Pupo's level.
Maybe like distance wise, but like Shorty was nice, man.
Yeah,
but I feel all around that
Pupo was more advanced than him at the time.
Yo, but listen,
Pupo was in 5th gear getting the fuck out of there.
Nah, Shorty was right.
I remember the video.
He was right. He wasn't in 3rd. He wasn't in 4th.
He was gone.
He was on the highway. He was
right. A lot of people don't tried to figure out on that battle situation was we see now, but back then everybody was wondering like what made Meek put the money on Chino instead
and
of
not
rocking,
put the run on the Philly
rocking
people.
with
That's
the
what caused a lot of
that
friction.
caused a lot of friction.
What you think about that? Though?
Like that
caused
was
a
weird.
lot of friction to be from your city, but don't bet on the dude from your city.
You basically bring a dude from out of town to battle somebody in your hometown.
I don't know. He might not have been confident in yourself. Like I don't know. You know, at the time, like, and you gotta think, yo, this around the time you wasn't really internet savvy or social media savvy yourself.
I nigga on microphone
So,
right now, don't let me.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, real shit though.
You on
Like
mic right now.
what we was doing, we wasn't really fucking with the camera and the platform like that because of.
Because you had a lot of cars.
Yeah, I mean, but
Fuck you mean you had a lot of cars?
during that time, like, couple. But he only Chino nice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
And like
Shorty
I
was
ain't gonna
super
take
nice.
nothing from him. So
Super nice.
he must have thought Lil Cuz was better.
How old was Chino at that time?
Shit.
Like he was like 14.
Yo, listen, but this shit gonna take
Like
me a long
14.
This the shit. And not that we not focused on the Chino shit, but what I used to fuck me up is how dudes would go at him. He was like 13.
And nobody knew that.
Yeah.
He was like 13.
and
It was
he
like,
hit
yo,
his
fuck that
time.
shorty, I
And
kill him.
I stayed defending him.
Yeah, he hit
I
his
constantly
time.
stayed
He
defending
hit
him.
his
Like,
time.
y'all. Like,
So when he battled Paul, well, he was 14.
Fuck it, that was 2012. What he was? Shit, I might have been 16, man, at the most.
I
But
only
look,
think he was 16. I honestly think he was 14.
but Smoove, why nobody answer this question? Why nobody never called out Wayne? I gas it all the time. I gas it all the time.
No. Because it's a different era now. Like I come from the era Wayne come from. And certain people, no real shit.
Look at that.
No real shit though. Like people come from a different era. Yo, this bike shit different.
Right.
I come up in an era where distance matter. Distance matter. I don't go. You can one hand, you can knee knock. If you only going from this like to that, like that ain't shit.
That ain't
I
right.
come from their generation of learning.
Right.
Mixed with the trend setting, the touching the ground, the one hand, the combos and all that. That's we come from that. But when niggas spoke on battling, who can go the furthest? All right, this car block you off. Who gonna drop the wheel back? Slow that bitch down. Go around the car.
Right.
It's a red light. Slow that bitch down. Yo, hold the car. Downshift. Take back off. I come from that era. Motherfuckers today don't come from that distance era.
Right.
These motherfuckers
They
want
just
to
wanna look good.
and give you 10 combos
Exactly.
from red like the red
I
light.
ain't never seen nobody call him out though.
Why would you? Not that no disrespect, not that he can't be beat, but why would you? The facts in the pudding. I'm gonna put my money on him every time. And I'm gonna get ain't no clout chasing shit, this my man. But I know what he capable of. It's only two niggas that got the most control of me that I'm a vouch for.
But what
And
I
that's
did
him
like,
and Dev.
but what? Nah, Dev was another level. Dev was the super trendsetter. Rest in peace, Dev.
Real
You
shit.
cannot get around it. He was a super trendsetter. But what I did like, what happened in the culture is that when New York City scene and all the other cities seen how the new tricks came about, touching the floor, all of these tricks was birthed there. You cannot deny that. I don't get that's the shit I'm not getting. It wasn't denied that. Like I'm from the era where you wheelied and you put your hand up like this.
Yeah.
I never seen nobody. The only person I really seen wave and comfortable, that was Wink. But Wink was on 1000s and
Right.
doing shit like that. So
1100s and shit, yeah.
the shit he was on, I seen Wink wipe the tank on a bike and wipe the bike off. But
Yeah,
that was on a
definitely was
1000.
nice.
But I'm saying
Wink was on a
our
different
dirt bike circle, it was if you could do
Everybody
a
was just
one-hander.
stiff.
Everybody was stiff. You know what I'm saying? Even Dirt Bike James used to have the phone stiff. I was stiff. Everybody was the stiff riding, but y'all had added so much swag and element that you gotta be within to go, yo, that's dope. So to go to Wayne and see the distance, it was like, oh, this is crazy. This nigga doing big distance. But I can say that when people embrace the culture, a lot of niggas in New York now start getting distance.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Start getting distance, start getting into their bag. And a lot of people, and then the spread. Mad people, like this culture now, yo, dudes is getting nice in 4 months.
Hell yeah.
4 months.
Yeah.
I mean, bikes and shit like
Yeah,
4
definitely. I
months.
done seen some of these
motherfuckers
kids.
come- Look at Fee. Yeah, shout out
Yeah,
to my
you
nephew. Like,
get a bike and you see them 2 weeks
30
later,
days.
they already
4 months.
doing blocks.
I know this bike life, I know what this life like. I'm flipping that throttle, streets got me feeling like Mike. Right, I'm talking Nate Fab and Cherry Hill. For years they heard about the stories and we legends still. Let's take a ride from my side to your side. Let's take this worldwide. Let's take a ride. Ooh, let's take a ride. Oh, this for Willie Wayne and this for Shea. Let's take a ride. Ooh, let's take a ride.